podcast channel. I'm Fabio, joined by my partner Geo. On tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about, of course, the game against Lecce and Leao's outstanding performance. We're going to be talking about the top 3 things that happened in Serie A this week. And, of course, we're going to get you ready for the matchup. Now, the battle in the capital, the battle for 4th against Roma on Saturday. I know Gio's ready. I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our new intro for 2023. Thank you, courtesy of Sonny. Let's go.
Ibrahimovic. How does he do it? Hernandez. He's going all the way. Theo Hernandez! Rafael Leao again for Milan. The perfect counter-attack.
Milano non è Milan. Italia è Milan!
If that shit don't get you hyped, you ain't alive, baby. Check his pulse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. And we are Milan.
Coast to coast, baby.
Yeah, damn right, baby. Welcome to our show, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we're going to go over that great weekend. We're on a high. Back to back, we're looking good. We're riding through. We're through the Champions League. Now we defeat Lecce. We are on our fucking way, baby. Gio, how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good, Fabio. The team is finally woken up. Like I said, April is for respect. You know, this is the month that we earn our respect. So, you know what? We got one more game in April. You know, we threw away 2 games, Empoli and Bologna, but this is the one that puts major respect. You know, on Saturday, 9 a.m. my time, 12 a.m. your time, Fabio. This is where we earn our
12
respect.
p.m. But yes, it's gonna be a fucking it's perfect noon game, man. I can't wait. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the game against Lecce. 2-0, courtesy of our boy, our MVP, Rafael Leao. First header, then of course a great run from midfield, and I mean Leao's the man, bro. Let's talk about this game. 2-0 versus Lecce. Let's bring up the stats. What's your opinion of this game?
At the first couple minutes, I was like, damn, what's going on over here? We couldn't get anything done, and then we get a penalty. And then I'm like, okay, we get it. Theo Hernandez, I think his name is Bacilato. He's number 6. Yeah. He should be doing doing bodybuilder instead of fucking playing couch.
Yeah, the commentator was like, he's quite a specimen. Like, oh, take it easy, man.
Nah, it was crazy, man. But so we thinking he got a penalty, but the ref gives it, and usually when the ref gives it to you, it's 100% a penalty unless it's like nothing. But as you know that. Like they're gonna really have to even break our leg for us to get a penalty. So and then they take it back. They said no. To me, it was a penalty, and it cannot be a penalty. But to me, it's a penalty because Dale moves the ball first, and then the guy hits him to touch the ball. So that's a stonewall penalty. If it was Juve, if it was Inter, if it was Napoli, they would have got a red card, and then they would have got sent off. But, you know, for Milan, it is what it is. It's like, nah, man, y'all need to figure out how to score. So, you know, to me, it was ugly first half, Fabio, and especially with the ref. Lecce, they were like beating up on Tonali and stuff like that. You know, one crunching tackle on him, and he didn't even get a yellow card.
The referee was really holding on to those cards, man. He wasn't giving them out like he should have been.
He only gave it to Chow on one play that was
it was like
he made a mistake, but that was it.
Yeah. But Leao, man, look, Leao got it done. again, I don't really, and they had one great chance, Ledger, that rattled the post. They would have taken the lead 1-0. So Leao's header goal would have been like the thing that we needed to tie the game, and then Leao's second one would have been the game winner. So then it would have looked like Leao definitely, like, look, he carried the whole team. He avoided us even dropping any points. But thank God it hit the post. It is what it is. We get the 2 points. Lecce is a bottom 10 team. All right. We should be handling them like no problem. There should have been no issue. This is a game like we need from Leao. You put away these smaller clubs. That's what Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia, whatever the fuck his name is, that's what they've been doing. They've been taking care of business. So finally, we see our MVP in a bit of a stride finally to regain his form, play really well. And that's what happened, man. Thank God for Rafael Leao. Let's talk about the people that we thought, maybe here's your chance to do something. I'm talking to you, Robo Rebic. And Rebic just don't got nothing, bro. Rebic is preferred over Origi, who's waste of space. Ibra, poor Ibra looks like he got hurt again, yo. Probably never going to see Ibra in a Milan jersey again. And then, I mean, come on, bro. We got nobody. This is crazy. And Rebic did nothing, right?
Look, Fabio, I'm gonna say right now, like I was confident, it was my birthday weekend, so I was saying that Macias, doblete. I said it in the group therapy session. I said Macias was gonna come through with the doblete, but he gave me a doblete full of shit. That's what he did.
Yo, he was like that guy that stole the stuff.
Yeah,
that was Macias. He wasn't delivering.
Yeah, no, he wasn't delivering and stuff like that. But you know what? Like, to me, the reason I picked that he was gonna have a doblete was because it's Lecce. Let's be honest, they got a lot of Serie B players.
Well, you had the wrong doblete.
But Macias is a Serie B player to me. So I was like, oh, he's at his competition and stuff like that, so he's gonna score. But he didn't do anything, and then Rebic, I don't know, bro. Like, he lives offsides.
Done, bro.
He should just live offsides, bro. Like, he should just like camp out, bro. There was so many times that they passed him the ball, and he didn't really get a lot of services. But when they gave him a service, he was offside, so it was automatically called back. But I think Rebic's time is done. Origi's time is done.
Yeah,
La Masia's time is done. La Masia's time is done. La
Masia. Sell him for like 8-9 million. Try to make some sort of profit off of him, like, if you can, if we have him like in contract for another year. But Diaz didn't do much. I mean, again, this is the issue. I think Diaz plays well, like in big games, but these little games, I mean, it says he had the assist on Leao's second goal, but I mean, come on. He basically did everything himself.
When he doing it, yeah.
You know what I mean? But all right, Krunic, Tonali, decent performances. Exactly what you'd expect, right? What more can you ask for your midfield? It's good to see that we can give Benacer a little sit, and we're okay, at least on that department. Hernandez and Tomori, I thought, had a good game. What about Chow and Kalulu, being that this is like, their chance to play again, get some minutes? What did you think of their performance?
You know what? I mean, Kalulu, he looks sloppy, but that's because he's coming back from injury. I think Chow did good. I don't know what everybody's raving about. He made one mistake.
I think it was like, the one mistake, but
that was
one mistake was nothing. I mean, that he didn't have no other thing. He just got a yellow really early, and for some reason, people thought like he didn't have a good game because of it. But
no, they thought that because they take it that he got subbed. But to me, the way the game was going, like, you know what, I'm gonna give credit to Pioli. The way the game was going, that referee, he was horrendous. He should never ref another Serie A game.
Yeah.
Especially for us, because, bro, like, they were just knocking us down. And I even said we need another goal because he's gonna give away a fake ass penalty. And you know what? I think Pioli saw the way that he was going, and I think this is how it's going to be. And this is what I like. Chow, to me, he's putting in a 7 out of 10 performance for the season. That's good. And this is what I need for him to learn, because going forward, Kyer, like, how many more seasons do we technically have? with him. So this is good that
Maybe
he's getting
one
these
more
minutes.
after this one, but he's
Yeah,
been playing really good. I'd ride it
yeah.
out with him for this year at least.
Yeah, so and then I really think that Pioli's that's how he's gonna bring in Kyrie. He's gonna bring him in from the 30 minutes left in the game to 25 just to keep those legs fresh. And then he's gonna play those two big Master Champion League games, that we have versus the Kaka Snakes in about like 18, 17, 18 days. So, we're gonna
Ooh,
need him fully
boy,
fit for
we're
that.
gonna need
So
him
he can't just
exactly.
have him on the bench not doing nothing because then he's not going to be fit. He could pull a hamstring
True.
once he won the Champions League. So I
Very
like
true.
what Pioli's doing. He saw the game and it was good. But you know what? See, this is sometimes that I feel that the stats don't do things justice. To me, it must see it's a 7, bro. Like, come on. And Rabbit's a 7.1, bro. And then Diaz is 7.5. Yeah, you got that fake assist, but come on, bro. You didn't even look good the whole day. So, I mean, to be honest with you, but you know what? That guy Gendry, what'd you feel about Gendry as a right back? Or like a right wing. He plays like right wing back, so he could defend and attack. Like
I
to
mean, not
replace
bad.
Macias, he was looking
Uh,
good.
I don't know. We need better players, man. We need a real right wing, like a real right winger. That's what we need. But all in all, what's there really to complain about? We got our win. Top, obviously, of this game's got to be Leao. Both goals come from him. Uh, Special shout out to Tonali for actually putting in a good short cross, whatever scenario they set up
Yeah,
there. They actually executed, put in a good cross, and I mean they had three Milan guys jumping in the air there, and Leao was the last guy, and he was able to provide the goal. And then his second goal is just Leao brilliance. I mean, we have the best young player in Italy. We have to sign him. That goes into a whole nother conversation, right? Because it's not even like not even a conversation. Leao, Mike Mignon, these are the best two players on Milan, and we need them locked up for a long time. I'd say even Theo Hernandez. Those are the three, are 100%. Like Tonali's looking good, but he's got to get better. He's not on their levels. They're Leao will be looked at as one of the best uh, strikers, wingers in the world. Theo Hernandez already talked about that he's a really really high end left back. I mean, he proved it for France. And then Mike Mignon is France's number one keeper. And now he's being spoken about like he's the best in the goddamn world. And he is because he's Mike Mignon. He's the fucking man. But Milan's looking good, riding high. So, let's get into now the next segment. The top three things that happened in Serie A this week. So, we got to, of course, unfortunately, talk about Napoli defeating Juve, and they could actually clinch the championship next week with a win and a Lazio loss. Now, we're hoping for a Lazio loss. So, let's talk about this. This is the top thing right now because they're going to win the Scudetto mathematically, possibly next week. What did you think about this game? Any thoughts on Napoli?
I don't know. Like the Serie A referees, they want to help you at all costs, bro. You gave them the 15 points already. Like y'all need to cut out this thing. But I mean, it was a good game back and forth. Um, but they finally VAR worked. It worked in the right way. That fool, he hit the leg all the way, and then the goal was called back. So it was awesome to see that. And you know what? Shout out to Napoli, even though that they fans disrespected us. I mean, it's a big accomplishment, especially for a city like that. And I think like this is an example for Serie A. Like, but the only bad thing I think that we haven't said, yeah, we can't keep our players. But look at Napoli, look at Milan. Like, let's be honest. Like, our salaries are like below. Roma got a better salary than both our teams, and we're doing something. We're lifting silverware, big silverware, not Conference League silverware, but we're lifting Scudetti, and Napoli's about to. So I mean, shout out to them. They got two dogs up there, kind of a shade, and then they got Osherman, man. Like that's why I think they won the league because that's the best 1-2 punch. But everybody knows that Leao is the best player in Serie A, and that's facts. And if it's not, you don't think it's Leao, it's let your nuts hang, Mike Magic Mignon. Okay,
You're damn
so
right.
but shout out to Napoli. I mean, I don't care about your fans because y'all want to celebrate, y'all want to do what they. But when we need to put our big point pants up, we did it, Fabio. We did it in
You're
the
damn
Champions
right.
League.
And we showed our caliber in the Champions League. Now we got to do it against our cousins. All right. So the second thing, right, is that Roma, Lazio, and Juve all lost, right? So that opened up the floodgates in the top four race right there. So we're going to go through the table here for a second before we get to obviously what is the big story for us as Milan fans, which is the last one that Milan take over fourth place. But you see the table here, G, right? What a tight race we have. I mean, who do you think, if you had to guess right now, finishes in the top four?
I must say, well, Napoli's a given. I must
Yes.
say, Lazio. I mean, I'm gonna say Milan, and I'm gonna say Inter. Those scammers, they about to go back down to earth,
Nah, they're
Fabio.
like 5 points back, at least of Juve. That's gonna be hard. I don't know. I don't
You
think
know
I
what,
don't think
Fabio? I
Inter's
mean,
making it.
you seen as soon as they knew, like 2 weeks before, that they were gonna get their points back, they have 3 losses in a row, bro. So I mean, they're not really impressive. They got Coppa Italia during the week versus Inter. Then they gotta go to Bologna. You know what happens when you're in Bologna. You start eating the best pasta in Italy, and then you get a little bit leggy and stuff like that. So hopefully Bologna smash them, and we overtake them if
Yeah, we
when
well
we.
look. I mean, you look at table, right? There's Bologna's right there, so that's who's that? Juve's playing them, right?
Yeah, you just paying them.
So, I mean, if they can do us a solid and surprise Juve sleeping on whatever day they're playing them, it'd be nice to see that Milan is tied on points with Juve, so we can try to climb at least into the third spot. I don't want to be in fourth. I want to be like second or third. Climb as high as you can on the table. That's just me. All right, so that takes us to our final thing of the top three. Leao and Milan obviously win to take over fourth place. So we're sitting good right now. Let's get into the preview of Milan Roma. So, G, big game. Obviously, the last time we played them, we tied 2-2. The horrendous game at the beginning of 2023 that really started a negative downfall for us for a few weeks until we played Tottenham. So, how do you feel going into this game on Saturday?
I mean, Fabio, like we lost the lead last time, but that's because we were on some BS. But to me, I think we step up for these big games, Fabio, and I think that this is the opponent that we like to have. But we can't concede first, because if you notice, like once Roma, like they're up 1-0, it's very hard to break it down. They parked a double decker bus, and they park another double decker, and they park another one. So it's like 3 double-decker buses that we have to try to break down. So to me, Fabio, I mean, we go out there, we play smart, we fill it out the first 10 minutes. We're out there, we're duking it out, seeing what's going on. And I don't know if they're going to have Dybala, but that Atalanta game took a lot out of them. I feel like, Atalanta, I don't know, dude. I haven't seen this Atalanta in a while. Like they were going into crunching tackles, and they were doing a lot. So the Roman players looked all beat up after the game. So to me, Fabio, I think if we play our A game, these are the games that we love to play. I mean, it's been 2 seasons in a row now. Like when we had to make top four, we went to Juve and we smacked them up. So, this is nothing. These players know we have 17 days to the Champions League. Let's get these 3 wins. Like if we get these wins versus Roma, Cremonese, and Lazio, that's 3 teams that we have to face that are big. That's 9 points. I think with those 9 points, if Pioli wants to do a little rotation, then because I think we got like Sampdoria or something between one of the legs. I mean, if he wants to do a rotation, that's fine. But to me, I mean, these three
No.
next games are big, Fabio. And this game, starting with Roma, this is real big, Fabio. I think that we're gonna play up to their level, and to me, I feel that we're gonna go into Roma, and we're gonna get the 3 points back that they took from us. They took away 2 points. We're gonna go get these 3 points.
We're gonna need it, man. We definitely need it. We cannot come out and play. You know, they need the points as much as we do. So I think a tie would again feel like a loss against this team.
We need our 3 points. We need 6 points from the Roman clubs.
We do, man. We need them, and we play them twice. You know, both of them in basically a week's time. So because we're gonna play them the following Saturday as well. Early, that one's early. That's a 6 o'clock affair for you. That one. So you gonna do the Patreon at 6 o'clock in the morning?
So it'll be like at 4:30 in the morning then.
Something like that, or 5. You know, you can run it a little tight. Well, Vinny likes to go an hour and a half before. Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear that. But I don't know. I'm pretty confident. You're pretty confident, right? That we're going to go in there and get the 3 points.
Yeah, I'm confident. I'm saying that we're gonna lead 2-0 clean sheet, one from Leao, one for Theo Hernandez Rocket, and he's gonna go sliding down the slide and do the little acrobat thing that he did last year, or 2 years ago.
I hope so. I hope so. All right. So let's get to the questions from the family now. All right. Because we got a couple people out there sending us some questions. So let's get to it. First one, of course, comes from our brother Tim at Various Views. He's asking, is there any players in the Primavera, Gio, that you'd let play with the first team at this point? Which players are looking most promising?
To me, Fabio, I mean, the only one that's physically ready is Kubius, but he makes so many mistakes in the semifinals. I don't know, that pressure might book on him and stuff. So he needs to stay another year. But to me, the guy that has the most talent is Cuenca, man. That Paraguayan motherfucker. He was so silky. Like you just watch that game and he has so much thing, but now they just have to grow into their body, because they're young.
Yeah.
They're
young
they're
guys,
young
so.
men. So they got to build into the body. They got to build up a little muscle mass and stuff like that. I think Cuenca, he has the talent. If he works at it, I mean, the sky's the limit for him. I remember when they were going crazy in Paraguay when we signed him. They saying that this is the best talent to ever come out of Paraguay. So if he keeps his head on his shoulder and they give him a chance, I think he'll be able to do it. But to me, Cuenca, and Shaka Troy looks good too. But I mean, I think like those two guys, they need to fill out their body. But you know what? Simic, he's ready, Fabio. But to me, I don't know. I think these guys need to get like a chance, like Coppa Italia, a little relegation sides next year. Like just bring them up to see if they could play.
I mean, that would be pretty interesting if we can get some of these, but that usually doesn't happen in Italy. But we'll see. All right. So Shane asks, hey, gentlemen, if you could only choose either a striker or a right wing for the summer, what position would you fill and why? So, G, you take this one. Striker or right wing and why?
Man, I'm saying right wing. I know we need a striker, but we don't. We have a lot of deficiencies on the right wing. I mean, Giroud, it is what it is. He's a good player, but we don't have any good players on the right wing. Yeah, you guys are. A lot of people are blind with Salamakers dribbling like Maradona. That's not blind. I'm not blind to that. I need more quality. If we're gonna continuously go to semifinals of the Champions League, we need every year. Then we're gonna have to face more tougher competition, and we need more quality and on the bench. Like I don't know if you guys watch the Premier League or not, but like Manchester City, I'm not saying we're gonna get to that level, but like bro, like they rested a lot of players and they had like a starting 11 on the bench, which is crazy. But we just need more and more quality. I think that's what the team needs, more and more quality. Like Diaz, he got the quality, but then he ain't got nothing in the legs, and then he's inconsistent. So to me, I mean, I'm very looking to a right wing. To me, I think since Suso's been gone like 4 or 5 years now, we haven't had a good quality right wing and stuff like that. So I'm looking for a right wing. And then, if CDK explodes next year, hopefully he does. And I mean, I think that striker thing will be less likely because CDK will be out there chipping in a couple goals. But let's pray for that, Fabio. We have to
Yeah,
pray. We got
you're
to do
gonna
the
need
holy
to pray.
water.
Yeah, this guy exactly. Get the holy water, make him take a bath in it, because he's got the heebie-jeebies right now, man. I'm not high on CDK, man. I think this is a bust. Something about that $35 million. Like, didn't we pay $35 million for like Piontek and Paqueta? Like, they were all around that, and they just don't work out at Milan. Watch us get rid of him, and he ends up being like good in a different league. It's just in Italy, he can't hang. Not the way we're trying to use him now. So I don't know. Whatever. I hope God hears me and this guy's ears tickle or something like that. Make him play right, because I don't have faith in CDK. For me, I don't think he's the answer. I would go for a striker. I think we have a major deficiency at striker. Like, Giroud can't play all these games. We're gonna lose Zlatan probably for. He's gonna retire. We gotta make him retire. He's got to stop trying to play. He can't take up a roster spot no more. So. But all right, so let's go to Alex. Happy birthday, Geo. Do they give you a discount lap dances on your special day out there? He also has also with Mourinho's counterattack play and Roma's strength on set pieces. Are you worried about us matching up with them? How would you like to see us play against them?
Are you worried? No, we're not worried about matching up next time. I mean, Dybala looks like he's not going to be there. And they look beat up. Fabio, they just came off of playing 120 minutes from Europa League. Then they come play on Sunday. They got more beat up by Atalanta. And so no. I mean, I think we just have to be smart. That's why I said, like, in the first 10 minutes, we had to fill each other out. Like, we need to, like, okay, let's see what they're going to go. But if they're going to give us the ball, then we have to be smart. And I think I didn't mention this on the lecture thing, but you know what? Thank you, Tomori. You finally fucking hit form, and that's what I'm liking. You're performing in the Champions League. You're performing in the league now. And that's amazing, because when we had Fiorentina, you were giving away the ball. Like if you were in Magic City in Atlanta, dropping down all that monies, on them strippers. But I mean, thank you, Tomori, for finally hitting form. Now United wants you. Now Manchester City wants you. Now they begging you to go to England, call up. But man, shout out to him. And to me, Fabio, we just need to play smart, but we know how to play these big games. We've learned in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, man. Our team really lately has been able to at least step up. I mean, I guess you could say not all the time, but they're in good form. So when you're in good form, you could play a good game. I mean, we better hope they do something better than what they did against Inter in January and February, because Inter looked better than us. So we got to straighten out before then. But all right, so Lab Gorilla got the last one here. He said, fun question for you guys. Rate our bench against that of Napoli, Juve, Roma, Lazio, and Inter. I think when you do this, you notice how incredible a job we have done this year. Pioli has been left utterly helpless by ownership, and yet somehow we are here and still in the top 4 in Champions League. Rating our bench compared to other people's team.
I mean, we got talent on there, Fabio CDK, so it's like a generational talent, but I mean, he just hasn't lived up to the bill.
Wait a minute. Who the fuck said CDK was a generational talent?
I mean, he balled out over a lot of people, bro. Like
balled out. No.
When he balled out versus PSG last year on the Champions League, he was like cutting up PSG by himself. So they saying that he's a top talent.
This guy? No way.
CDK, Fabio, but
that must have been an imposter.
To me, it's we don't have a bench basically.
No,
because we chase it. We're changing Kaká for Kaká. Like, okay, Messias starts. Here comes Kaká salad. Them dirty salads that make you go to the bathroom for like about 12 hours straight.
That's got that E. coli on it. You don't want that. You don't want that. But you know what? Every once in a while, he wins you a Champions League game, right? That's what they say in the streets. But anyway, I digress. I mean, bench-wise, Napoli has a better bench than we do. Juve definitely does because they have more money. All right, so those are the questions from everybody, right? All right, so I'm going to start the parting shots. I'm going to say, guys, I appreciate everybody watching here. If you want to help us and help the channel, the most important thing to do is obviously, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You got to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you are up to date on all of our videos, and please smash that like button because we need it. Milan Weekly Podcast and Milan Coast to Coast, bringing you Milan and more, baby. Geo, what's your parting shot?
I mean, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has supported the channel. I mean, you guys are awesome, man. And I think the team even feels it. I know we're not part of the team, but I think even the team is feeling it right now. We're starting to pick up form. We just did what nobody thought that we would did. Nobody in the media, no channels like BT Sports, no Paramount Plus. They didn't think that we would be Napoli in the Champions League. So to me, I mean, I'm just happy. And I think we finally hit form. So now it's for us now, once again, it's going to be the fans. We got to push them over the top because we need this Champions League. Because if we don't make Champions League, I don't know. That's going to be like a nightmare. We're going to be linked to 20,000 players. And then at the end of the window, we're only going to sign one player, to be honest with you. I think that Cardinale, he's struck gold already because he's already in the positive, to be honest with you. He's in a positive 20 million right now. Another 7.5 coming to Pacina. But to me, I mean, I just, to all our regulars, to all the newcomers, welcome. Going forward, we're going to be doing like the questions, same as our brothers, our big brothers right there, Stevie P and Vinny T. If you want to ask us a question, to see our perspective, we're going to start putting out like a tweet or something like that. And so we could start answering for the people. Because I like
be like holler at Fab and G,
Yeah, holler at Fab and G,
Yeah, I like that one. Hashtag that shit.
And then you could ask us like who has the best buffalo wing, Starlets or Magic City, and then we could debate it.
Hey, yo. Geo always knows the exclusive spots, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Please, again, if you want to subscribe to the channel, help us out. If you're watching this, please leave your comment. We'll respond there too. Whatever you can do, share with the rest of the Milan family and Serie A lovers. And, of course, me and Gio could be coming with another one next week. Gio, ovunque e sempre.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan. Peace out, everybody.